Greetings to all of you. My dear sisters and brothers and my dear friends, a warm welcome to all of you from your Pastor Yeti. The Ocean of Eternity, and our readings are 1 John chapter 3, the verses 7 to 10, and John chapter 1, the verses 35 to 42. Same translation, NSRV. The next day John again was standing with two of his disciples, and as he watched Jesus walk by, he exclaimed, "Look, there is the Lamb of God." The two disciples heard him say this, and they followed Jesus. When Jesus turned and saw them following, he said to them, "What are you looking for?" They said to him, "Rabbi," which means teacher, "where are you staying?" And he said to them, "Come and see." They came and saw where he was staying, and they remained with him that day. It was about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. One of the two who heard John speak and followed him was Andrew, Simon Peter's brother. He first found his brother Simon and said to him, "We have found the Messiah," which is translated anointed. He brought Simon to Jesus, who looked at him and said, "You are Simon, son of John. You are to be called Cephas," which is translated Peter. A reflection. The saint of January 4th is Saint Elizabeth Ann Seton. And the reflection is here that Saint Elizabeth Ann Seton, whose feast we mark on, like I said, January 4th, once said, "We must often draw the comparison between time and eternity. This is the remedy of all our troubles. How small will the present moment appear when we enter that great ocean." Sometimes we miss what's going on around us, which is often a lot more difficult and dire than what our daily life dishes out. Many people are faced with tremendous obstacles, debilitating suffering, tragic grief, and yet they carry on, often with a far better attitude that maybe some people do on their best days. I think it comes from linking that suffering to something greater, to drawing a comparison between time and eternity, as Saint Elizabeth Ann Seton suggests. The apostle seems to grasp that view. When they met Jesus, they immediately knew this was someone important. And Andrew said straight out, "We have found the Messiah." They followed him. They stayed with him. On some level, they recognized that in their lives of infinite moments, Jesus represents the infinite. They left behind their small present moments, no small feat, I'm sure, in exchange for the ocean of love Jesus held out to them. He offers us the same. Our meditation. Our world can be demanding. Work hours and family obligations, volunteer committees, and household chores. all of it adds up to a hard to manage life. We want to set our sights on eternity, but not until we get through our to-do list. God asks us to stop, to recognize that fragility of life and the reality of that. Although it sounds somber on the surface, the truth is that living with those facts at the fore will make us more joyful, more grateful, more willing to be the people we were created to be. Saint Elizabeth Ann Seton was a wife and a mother, a widow and founder of a religious order. She knew life from every angle. Lord God, help us to take time apart from our busy lives to focus on what matters, getting to heaven, where the ocean of eternity with God, with you, my Lord, our Father, awaits. Blessings to all of you, my dear ones. This is your Pastor Yadi. May God bless you with all the good things, with the joy and the love and the compassion, the daily needs. Open your heart to Him.